You wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, and sweet darling.
Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Times of the Temptations is coming to Boston. The new musical follows Motown's Classic Five from the streets of Detroit to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And joining me now are two members of the talented cast, Marcus Paul James and Jalen Harris. Hi, welcome.
Hello, good morning.
I can't wait to see this show. This is my music. So the music, the dancing, the stories behind this iconic group. Tell us about what we're going to see on stage. Marcus, let's start with you.
Well, good morning. I'm Marcus and Paul James, and I play the role of Otis in the show. And the show is 2.5 hours of jam-packed music and storytelling. Not only do you get the hits that you know, you see some familiar faces like Smokey Robinson, Barry Gordy, and then you also hear some of the actual stories behind the music. And I think that's some of the most interesting part of the evening. But it is a musical for sure, and you will definitely be jumping and dancing in your seats.
All right, now Jalen, this Ain't Too Proud is based on the memoir of Otis Williams, correct? Tell us about Otis and his role in the group.
Yes, it is based on Otis's book, and it really we call the show a memory play. So it follows Otis's memory on how the group started, and when it was Otis Williams and the Distance, all the way until the reunion tour. And you get to see the challenges they had along the way of having their biggest hits like My Girl and Get Ready, and it follows some of the story of the other Temptations as well in their personal life, too.
Marcus, take us through some of the group's complicated history, and how did Otis Williams keep the group together?
Well, I think if you talk to him and ask him, as we call him, Uncle O, he'll say that some of it is nothing short than God himself. And something that was interesting to me is that we think of Motown as this thing happening on this cloud over this lake in some foreign land, but no, it was happening right in Detroit, right in the 60s at a very tumultuous time in our history. And you could see how that was reflected in the music that they made, as well as how they approach it. So like we're talking about like the 60s where things were going on, and the music was, and Motown and the Temptations themselves became a pioneer of how we can move forward, a pioneer of hope, a pioneer. The music got people out of their seats no matter what color they were, no matter what religion they were. And so it was something that was very transformative. And it was surprising to learn that information, because not all of this is taught. Some of these Black stories are not actually told from the beginning because they were not written down to tell. So now we get to actually tell it around the country, and that's amazing.
And Jalen, Ain't Too Proud is also a story about Black success, about brotherhood, about changing roles and changing the image of Black men too, isn't it?
Most definitely. I think it's what's most incredible about our show is that you get to see a personal vantage point on what they went through behind the scenes. You know, you saw them on American Bandstand and all these amazing shows on television and being on stage at the Fox Theater, but nobody really knows what happened backstage or what would happen before the show and after. And I think it says a lot about their success and what they were able to do at Motown, and to reach the success that they did, being the greatest boy band in R&B history.
Indeed. Jalen, their run at the top started in 1964. I don't know, were you born then? So what was your experience with their music before the musical?
So I was not born in
I didn't think so.
anything, unfortunately. But of course, the Temptations are an American treasure and also a Black American treasure. So of course I grew up in a musical family, and I grew up knowing who the Temptations were. Just My Imagination, which is one of the songs that I sing in the show. Was
Run It Away With Me.
Yes, it was one of the first Temptation songs I ever heard. So It's so amazing to be able to bring their story to life, even being that I'm from a different generation, and how relevant the music still is, and how powerful the story still is today for my generation as well.
Marcus, the music and this musical is very upbeat, but there's a lot of tragedy in the group story too, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think again, this was at a time at the country's lowest time. You know, we were at a war, there was civil unrest. So there's a lot of things I think that we get to learn is that behind some of this upbeat, wonderful music are real people who are going through real issues and real challenges with success. You have 5 Black men who had nothing, who all of a sudden, a couple years later, had everything that was rivaling the Beatles at the time. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot to endure and to come through. And I think you'll see in the show that like each of these men had their own struggles, but what they did outshined anything that they could have gone through.
Marcus Paul James and Jalen Harris, thanks for joining us. I look forward to seeing you on stage. 8 Too Proud is coming to the Citizens Bank Opera House April 19th through May 1st. And thanks to you all for watching today. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Cityline 5, and you can follow me on Twitter at Karen Holmes Ward. Have a great afternoon.